Hi, so I'm Juliet and I am an ADHD coach and I work for the ADHD Advocate. So, a lot of people with ADHD, especially when they've had it their whole life and maybe undiagnosed, they start to feel and think about themselves in a certain way. And it can be highly critical. It can be that they think they're not good enough because they're trying to be somebody that fits into the mold of a neurotypical person. It's really important to find a coach that knows about ADHD and is an expert in ADHD. A lot of work on self acceptance and self compassion really is so key in coaching for ADHDers because we have emotions and we have a certain type of brain. It can be quite heartbreaking that people think that they're alone with these challenges, and they are absolutely not, because the same things do come up for people with ADHD, and they can be things that is like a very low self-esteem, kind of imposter syndrome. Perfectionism is a huge one that comes up a lot, and a lot of people don't think that is a part of ADHD because they think, well, how could I have perfectionism and my house is a mess? We might not tidy the house up because we know that we're not going to do it perfectly. Like procrastination, distraction, struggling with time management. So we've got emotions and we've got skills, and it's really important to look at both. So we build one block with be the executive function skills, and then at the same time, we need to build a self-esteem, look at time management, but then we need to build our self-concept. So I was diagnosed at the age of 50. So basically spending my whole life feeling overwhelmed, suffering from anxiety, feeling that I was always behind, feeling like everyone else got the memo and I was the one that hadn't got the memo. And it kind of progressively kind of got worse as I hit like perimenopause. Um, and to the point that it was quite debilitating. And I was trained to be a therapist at the time, and then I realized I had ADHD by listening to a podcast. Hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like somebody describing my life, and I knew without a shadow of doubt that that was me. I had ADHD. So really, from that point, I got diagnosed, and I hyper focused on nothing else since then, trying to kind of like learn how my brain works, change how I feel and think about myself, about giving compassion to that part of us. And that's where we can really make a difference. And I trained as an ADHD coach with ADCA in America. And I just really want to help other people to get the same kind of transformation that I've had. In each session, we would try to make progress on those things together in a partnership. Sometimes it just feels really overwhelming and not knowing where to start. What would really give them the most impact? And then they can start to move on to bigger things, maybe something quite small. So they get that win and they start to build the confidence. Again, with ADHD, we want to do everything all at once, and it that in itself then becomes overwhelming. We want excitement, and we create, we have all these ideas, we want to do all these things. Oh, I only actually can achieve 2 or 3 things in a day, and that's okay. And I still accept myself for that thing of letting go of the need to do everything.